I'm really excited to share with you guys and the foundations for you creating your life and having what you want. If you don't know all the rules, and her question is, how do I stay connected? And how do I stay in balance? Meaning, how do I stay in the presence of spirit? Hey guys, Fran here, question and answer Friday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just want to say, first of all, thank you guys for watching and sending me your questions that you send me. I am really, really, really thankful for each and every one of you. And I am almost at 500 subscribers. Yes, I know, 500 subscribers is not a lot, but it is a lot for me, and I am very thankful. So please continue to share my channel and leave your comments. I love reading those. All right, so we're going to just jump right into these questions. I'm going to do 3, as I do every Friday. And the first question comes from Jacob in New Jersey. And Jacob, hey Jersey. Jacob asked, Jacob's question is about conscious creating. He said, you always talk about consciously creating and the law of attraction, but aren't we creating from a subconscious level? And that is a great question, as I say every week. All of your questions are great questions. And yes, we do create from a subconscious level because subconsciously we are connected to the divine. We're connected to God. So therefore, we are creating with source energy. We co-create, we create by our thoughts and by our words and by our actions and how we're feeling. So when I say consciously creating, what I mean is that you have to be aware of what you're thinking. You have to pay attention to what you're thinking, and that's your conscious mind. So if you are having a bad thought, or if you're having a bad day and you are saying, this sucks, this is going to be a horrible day, everything is going to go bad today, I just cannot believe it, I should have stayed in bed today, then you are creating from a negative point of view. If you consciously are creating and you're consciously aware of your thoughts, then you will know that that is not what you want to be sending out to the universe. That is not the signal you want to be giving your angels. That is not what you want to be projecting. So consciously you will stop. You will halt those words. You will halt that thought. You will stop it in its tracks. And then you will begin to create from a conscious level of today is going to be a wonderful day. Everything is in divine order. So you have to consciously be aware of what you're thinking and how you're feeling. And when you are negative, your inner being, your inner non-physical being, the Holy Spirit, the Spirit will alert you, like, okay, is this really, what you want to be putting out? Is this really how you feel? But the problem is that sometimes we get caught in that spiral. And a lot of us, let's just be real and be honest about it, are really very comfortable being negative. We're really very comfortable being able to just say those things that are very non-productive if you're trying to create positively. We've been in that space so long that we're just, yeah, this sucks, this is horrible, yeah, she sucks, yeah, she has bad energy. You have to remember that you are responsible for the energy that you bring, and not only are you responsible for the energy that you bring, you are responsible for the energy that you allow in your life. So you must consciously create your circumstances by being aware of what you're thinking and what you're saying. That's the conscious part of it. The subconscious mind is always working because it is the mind of spirit. It is the mind that is connected to spirit. So the subconscious mind is always working. So whatever you are feeding the conscious mind, the subconscious mind is in on it. If you are feeding the conscious mind good things, the subconscious mind is in on it. You are creating by design or default. Simple. So yes, Jacob, you have to be consciously aware of what you're thinking and what you're saying at all times. All right. Oh, but let me back up. That doesn't mean that you sit and you think, okay, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? A great way to be consciously aware of what you're thinking is to make sure you make your intentions clear in the morning, or if you are changing, let's just say you're going into, you're going to go meet a client and you really want that client meeting to go well. You want them to receive you well and to hear what you say, and you'd really like to do business with this client. Before you go see that client, you can set your intentions that this meeting is going to go well. I send my angels before me. Everything is going to be in divine order, and it is going to benefit us both. So instead of really just sitting trying to think about every thought that you think, because that is really, really, really impossible to do, you need to be consciously aware of the things that you're intending about your day. Each one of your days are different segments. There's different things that you're doing. So before you step into another segment or another experience, set your intentions for that experience and for that particular part of your day or part of your week. And if you do that, then you will already put the wheels in motion to have the expectation that you have asked for. So intentions are very, very good, and they help you consciously create because you're writing it down, you're speaking it, it's already being done. So yes, you must consciously be aware of what you're thinking. All right, so that was the long answer, guys. The next question is about energy. So I kind of talked about energy a little bit, and Sarah from Alabama, I'm reading my little notes down here, from Alabama asked a question about energy and attracting people that have negative energy or that are negative, and how do you keep yourself positive when you are around negative people or negative experiences? And that is a good question as well, because as physical beings, we do have to live this physical life. We are here, we're on the planet, we are living a physical existence. So I think that what you're really trying to say is, what I get asked a lot is, how do you stay spiritual on a physical plane? How do you harness your energy and make sure that you're in a good place when you're around people who don't have good energy, who have bad juju? Or who are negative, or whatever the case may be. Here's the thing about that. Sometimes you have to get rid of people in your life. Now, that's easy to say, and it's not always easy to do, because depending on who you are around, it may be hard to get rid of them. It may be your boyfriend. It may be your husband. It may be your sister. It could be your job situation, and you're around these people and you're like, but I gotta have my job, Fran, and I love my man, so how am I going to do that? Here's the thing. You have to be not only responsible for the energy that you bring, but you have to be responsible about the energy that is surrounding you. And it's really simple. Sometimes you have to separate yourself from people that are negatively impacting your life if you are trying to change your life and create something wonderful. It is very hard to have that clash of negative energy and that clash of positive energy constantly, because that's exactly what it is. It is energetically a clash. You're saying today's going to be a great day, I'm going to do great things today, and your mate may be saying, yeah, today sucks and I've got all these errands to run, and eventually you will find yourself in a place of frowning like they're frowning, thinking like they're thinking, because you cannot change the energy of someone else. You can only change your own energy and be responsible for your own energy. So if it is a job situation, what I suggest and what I tell my clients to do is, you have to protect yourself before you enter into that situation. So what you would do is, you would surround yourself in the white light. There are several things that you can do so that your energy is not affected by the energy of another person. The most important thing that you can do is to make sure that you are rooted and grounded in your own thoughts and in your own energy. So if someone says to you, yeah, Fran, that's not going to work. If you are actively practicing conditioning your mind and changing your mindset, somebody can tell you this is not going to work a million times, but if you know it's going to work, they're not going to affect you. If you are new at trying to adapt a new mindset, you might have to clear some people. You might have to get rid of some things. It doesn't mean that you don't love them. It doesn't mean that you don't want to be with them. But if they are affecting your mojo, if they are affecting your magic, then you might have to reconsider that relationship. It is really important that you are aware of what you are attracting energetically. So a lot of times we will attract people into our experience because that's how we're vibrating. So if you are attracting someone who's negative, have you been negative that day? Have you been negative that week? Have you been negative in the last month? Are you attracting someone that is mirroring an experience that you have had to show you that, yeah, this is really not what I want? So sometimes seeing things that you don't want is a good thing because you recognize that that's not what you want to do. That's not the behavior you want. It's not what you want to put out. It's not what you want to say. It's not how you want to be perceived. But the bottom line about attracting energy and being in the energy presence of someone that is not good energy is you have to make a choice. Is this working for me or is it not? Is this affecting my ability to create, my ability to stay in a positive place, or is it not? Is it something that I can deal with and still maintain my level of energetic balance, or is it knocking me off? And that really is the only answer. You have to be aware of who affects you, who rubs you wrong, and why they rub you wrong. I have walked into places and there's been people in there and I'm just like, oh gosh. You know, it's like, all right, it's almost like twin powers activate. You know, I need all my chakras balanced. I need my bracelets on. I need to have my spray sprayed. I need to have the whole nine because the energy in the room is funky. It's not good. And I have to make a decision of, is this some place that I want to continue to frequent? Can I shield myself enough that when I leave this place, I'm not taking that negative, nasty energy with me? Or is it just something that I don't need to do because it does not feel good to me and what I'm trying to do in this life? So it really is a choice. And if someone is affecting your energy, you need to evaluate that relationship or whatever that connection is that you have with that person. All right, so I hope that helped you. And from Tamara, and Tamara is from Connecticut, and so her question is, how do I stay connected? How do I stay in balance on a daily basis? What is my daily routine? So for me, it's really pretty simple because this is my job, it's my profession, it's my purpose, it's what I do for a living. So I have to stay plugged in so that I can do the best job for my clients and give the best information and make sure that I am a clear vessel. So I practice. When I say I practice, which you guys probably hear me say all the time, is I get up in the morning and I go into my prayer space, my sacred space, and I sit in silence sometimes. I read my Bible, or I may read a devotional, whatever I'm led to. I get up and I go to my bookshelf and I read and I listen. I journal what I hear. Sometimes I record what I hear because Spirit is always interacting with you. When you are interacting with Spirit, Spirit is always interacting with you. And because we are connected to Spirit constantly, once you just really tap into it, get quiet, get still, you receive amazing information about amazing things, and you realize that there's no way you would physically know the answers that you're receiving, and it is because you are connected to a non-physical being, the Holy Spirit, that that runs through you. So I'm always in communication with my angels. I'm always asking questions because I want to know. And once you begin to ask questions and connect to the Spirit of God yourself, you get a profound understanding of not only who God is, but who you are. And those are the things that make me constantly want to stay connected. Do I read? I read all the time. I read everything from Catherine Ponder, Charles Fillmore. I read, oh gosh, Louise Hay. I read everything. Lynn Twist, I read everything. And when I'm not reading, I am listening to a book. So I don't particularly watch TV or listen to the news or the radio. I do listen to Steve Harvey in the morning on my way taking my son to school. But I really have kind of disconnected from the news media, the news outlets, TV, because there are things that go on that I don't want in my spirit, that I don't want to attract in my life, and that I just don't want in my vibration. So I have decided to create my own kind of little cocoon, as you would say, and I feed my spirit with things that uplift me and that elevate and make me evolve by knowing. So I have a desire to know, but I don't want to know the nastiness that's on television. I don't want to know the bad news that some people take so much joy in reporting. So therefore, I am very particular about what I watch and what I listen to. And that helps me stay balanced because I have learned to attract things that really, really, really make me feel good. And that's what it's all about, is feeling good and being happy. And so that's how I stay in balance. And plus, for me to do my job effectively, I have to have clarity. And in having that clarity, I really have to just sit in the silence, or I get near the water. I get near the ocean as much as I possibly can. So those are the ways that I stay in balance. But I do encourage you to create your own morning routine. So that first 5-10 minutes of the morning, you want to make that sacred time, your time, where you are just really, really pouring into your spirit and into your mind the things that feel good. So you want to make sure that you consciously choose things in the morning that make you feel good. There is nothing better for me than when my house is quiet, everybody is asleep, and I just have that time to just bask in spirit and just connect with my angels and just be. I love it. That's my favorite time of the day. All right, guys, so those are my 3 questions for the week. Make sure that if you have questions, leave them in the box. Oh, I'm sorry, don't leave them in the box below. The link to send me the questions are in the box below. And I want to remind you guys that we are doing a retreat, me and Alicia Houston. I think the webinar is live on my site here at YouTube, but if it's not, it will be shortly, and you can kind of listen to what it is that we are planning to do in beautiful Montego Bay, Jamaica, August the 10th through the 14th. Early bird ends May 20th, I think, and the prices are phenomenal. We are going to have a great time, lots of girlfriend time, but you can bring your husband if you want to, but we're going to have good girlfriend time. So if you're interested in that, I would love to have you. I would love to meet you in person, and I would love for you to come. Just come and chill with me. That would be great. Also, if you're looking to find me, www.angelswithfran.org. You can find me. You can find me there. All right, guys. Have a great and fabulous week and weekend. I'll talk to you next week. Bye for now.